Cool. So, welcome to another live stream. Today, here I'm joined with Matt Shackelton, a
Woo.
member of the MeisterBody Academy for the last year or so now. So, he's seen some awesome results. So, obviously, I thought I'd bring him on, learn more about his story, his struggles, why he joined the program, and obviously, kind of learn more about his story over the last year in the Academy. So, dude, first off, thanks a lot for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I'm excited to share some knowledge or share my story so we can get more people to be healthier and join the academy.
Hell yeah. Awesome. Cool. So let's hop straight into it. Let's start with the basics. Give the audience a little bit of a backstory of who you are. So maybe how old you are, what do you do for work, where you live, that sort of stuff.
Okay, so yeah, I'm super old at 34 now.
Not old at all.
Yeah, I live in Calgary. Been here for like 6 years or I don't know, around there. I'm a teacher. And then I do some sports on the side for fun. I also am a server and I tutor. So a couple extra gigs for the couple
Busy
extra
guy.
cash. So I'm a pretty busy guy. And it's just, I noticed like what was going on with me. I was still kind of just going to the gym just to go to the gym, kind of do like the same like routine that someone showed me in like university.
So this was like just before you joined the academy, and you were doing this for how long?
Yeah, like I was probably going to the gym like maybe 3 times a week, maybe 3 to 5, but like at least three. And then just doing like, like buys and tries on the same day, or just doing chest on the same day, doing legs only once a week, only doing like a shoulder day, a back day. So it wasn't like just to compare like to what your workout routines are. Like I've seen so much more growth like in my triceps, like my shoulders, my back, because of like the way it's like mixed together is amazing. So like at first I was like, oh, it's weird that I'm doing like shoulders and chest on the same day because I wasn't used to that or whatever. But like the results like speak for themselves, and like how much you actually feel it like doing the exercises in your order that you set up. So like huge changes, at least in that regard
Oh
alone.
yeah. Dude, amazing. So we'll get to those results here in
Yeah,
just a
sorry.
second.
Yeah. I'm just, yeah.
I want to start like with like kind of like a full-on story. So obviously, like just before you joined the academy, obviously you were struggling with
Yeah.
what
So
you
yeah, I was like just going to Good Life a couple times, like just, you know what I mean? Like going to just go, I guess, not
Yeah.
really with like a goal or like a plan, being like, oh, like I got to get out of here in like 50 minutes. So I'm going to try to like superset these two exercises and just like, yeah. So, and then I wasn't like, I was noticing a little bit of results, but then I would come home and like 9 o'clock would hit or something. I'd be like, well, I went to the gym today, so I guess I can like have a bag of chips. Or like, oh, like I made a couple meals. Like, yeah, I guess I could have a second meal tonight because I
Yeah.
worked out. So I was like almost using like, oh, because I went to the gym as like a justification to like
Yeah.
overindulgence.
And that's so common. So I know prior to you starting the program, I think you were around like 195-ish. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah.
Yeah. So obviously prior to that, that was about a year ago, mid 190s. And kind of what was your biggest struggle right before you and I started talking, right before you and I started working together on your
Well,
fitness?
just would have been to understand nutrition more.
Yeah.
Like I could always, if I wanted to push myself harder, maybe I had like that buried deep in me or whatever. But there was like once I understood like what I was doing that was so counterproductive to workouts before, or really about how I was packing my lunches for work, for like multiple jobs, like to like balance out those macros and micros to hit my goals for protein.
Yeah.
So really, like I didn't know any of that.
Yeah.
So for me, like that was like the biggest learn and one of the biggest struggles in the first couple of weeks. Like I'm not gonna lie, when
Yeah.
you start realizing like, oh, I'm at like 2,250 calories a day, and then you realize you're like, holy crap! Like I've been probably overeating for years about like just whatever I want, and like yeah. So I guess to like bring it back full circle, that would have been the biggest thing was learning about the proper nutrition and like the micros and macros that's in the food that you buy.
Yeah, 100%. So you were kind of like spinning your wheels prior to joining the program, because obviously you still be in the gym, you're working out 3, 4, 5 times a week, like you mentioned, but obviously you're making no progress because your nutrition, your diet, your calories were so out of whack. So you literally could not make any fat loss progress.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Like I tried to up the cardio, or then even learning about cardio through your program, like doing it at the end, like before I was doing it before I worked out.
Yeah.
And like I would do like 20 minutes.
Just small things like that to make a massive difference.
Yeah, and then I'd work out, like, yeah, so that helped. And then obviously the nutrition, and then like actually then that made me like a better shopper now when I go to grocery stores, like looking at stuff and like trying to plan ahead with what goes with what, or is this going to be like too much sugar, or like, so just that, like that was really, really, really big for me.
Cool, man. And how was that negatively impacting you? So when you were like 195, how did you feel? How do you think it, like your body?
Like compared to now, like I'm so much more confident. I actually get compliments when I go places like, oh, like you're looking good. I still feel like, you know, I got a bit more to go to get like that shredded abs that I want. So it's gonna involve in some meal plan.
Yeah.
But like just like, yeah, like going out first, I was just like meh, or like, oh, like this shirt doesn't fit. I can only wear this shirt. Like now I'm like, I have more access to like some of my older clothes that I still kept that I was hoping I could slim down into wearing.
Oh yeah.
And just like more like, you know, it's like chin up, shoulders back, like just more confidence, overall confidence in the gym as well. Like I know what I'm doing for all these exercises or sets. And then just like confidence throughout everyday life, whether it's like at work, going grocery shopping, like you name it. And then just people who I've seen who I don't even like, you know, like those acquaintances, you see like the same person at the grocery store every time, or you see these people like, hey, I just want to say, like, you're looking really, really good. And it would just be like those like small little like compliments that just like really like just boost up how you feel about your day, and then make you like actually think about the program to be like, wow, like it does work and you do get results.
Hell yeah. And I was going to say, like, you seem like you have way more energy to just do other like things outside of the gym. It's like your kind of social life, family life.
Oh yeah. So to go to that too, I wasn't working like at a restaurant and tutoring, like, and doing this. Like I'd get home from work, I'd be like, oh, like lay down on the couch, and then like cook like a frozen dinner, which is so bad. Then like just all that, like now I'm like, go to the gym, like, okay, like what am I gonna do today? We're gonna do this, or I could go make money here, or I'm down to go shopping, to go out. And like even if we talk about going out, like your go out plan tips and tricks for like how to avoid extra calories is also very key into that, like with sauces or with what drinks to have when you're out with friends.
So much, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude, amazing. Thanks for sharing that. That's like the best compliments to get, is like from obviously people that you know, your friends, your family, but just strangers, like you mentioned at the grocery store, just people you see here and there, and they're kind of noticing your
just like people at Gold's, even like the same, like go at the same time, like, hey, I just want to say, like, you're like looking a lot better. And I want to be like, oh shit, like don't blush. Like, oh, awesome, like thank you.
That's so cool, man. Sweet. So I guess so this was about a year ago we started working together. Prior to that, when we first started talking, was there any like initial hesitation? I'm not sure if you had already worked with an online coach before.
Well, it's just always the hesitation. It's like, okay, like this guy's like super ripped and jacked. Like that's whatever he did to work for him. Like, is any of his knowledge going to work for me? Is it like, you know what I mean? You have like those fears or whatever in your head. You're like, is it all fake? Is it all a scam? Like, what's going on with this? And like I can honestly say it's not, it's real, it's not a scam. Charlie's legit, like get on it. But like that was like the first like initial like thing, like, oh man, I'm paying this guy all this money. But then at the same time, paying the money like gave me that little bit of extra notification, because we started like talking during the first lockdown or the second lockdown, God, I don't know when, but it's during one of those. And then it was like, okay, like I'm paying this money. So that was like another like factor to be like, okay, like don't cheat on this, because you're just cheating yourself out of your bank account.
Yeah.
But then like that, those are the fears, and they were all like put to rest after meeting with you, talking with you, the weekly check-ins, just going over workout routines, any like how available you were, whether it was about cooking, shopping, was like really, really, really key.
Hell yeah, dude, amazing. And I guess yeah, in the past year now, I've also noticed you've been like probably one of the more active members in terms of in the community. You're always doing the weekly challenges. You've won several weeks. You've won a few of the prizes, so you're very engaged there. And I think that's helped you massively in terms of
Yeah, and I would say to other
motivation,
people, like,
accountability.
just do it. Like, I'll post
Yeah,
stuff in the community where, like, I know if I'm not getting my steps, but I don't care. Like, I'll just put it in to get, like, it
yeah,
gets you in the routine of doing it. Then sometimes you feel like that little guilt. You're like, okay, like,
yeah,
this chick over here is doing like 20,000 steps a day. Like, I'm doing 6,000. Like, okay, I got to
yeah,
be able to push myself a little bit more. Because if you don't comment and post on those challenges, then you don't get the
engage.
notifications from other
Yeah,
people, which I use as like extra motivation.
exactly.
Even if I'm losing, it's just good to get involved to be like, okay,
Yeah,
like I'm involved. I can see what other people are doing, and then like self-reflect and be like, wow, like this person's a doctor, this person's a nurse doing these type of hours, and they're still being able to get in like their 15,000 steps in their hour workout. So like, what am I doing? Like, I should be able to do the same.
exactly. And it's all about those like small daily habits that compound over the months, over the years that lead to massive, massive transformations and obviously success in your fitness journey. So big props for you because I know that was one of the key differentiating things with you versus like most of the other clients is you were definitely every single week you were engaged in the challenges, you were there for the live streams, you were kind of really utilizing the program to its full extent. And I think that really helped you, like I said, over the months in this last
And
year.
now soon I'll start doing those quizzes. I love that you have that in the program as well. Like,
Keep it
not only are you
expanding. Oh
teaching
yeah.
us, you're
Yeah.
like helping to make sure, like, hey, like, are you guys actually going to use my knowledge and
Yeah.
like apply to yourself? So I want to say, like, hats off to you for that. Like, that's
Hell yeah.
like next level coaching.
Dude,
Like,
I
you have
appreciate
like the
it.
challenges, the quizzes, the community, the extra like ab workouts on the
Resources.
app.
Yeah.
Like, there's not enough good things that the weekly challenges, monthly challenges, like, not enough good things that I could say about the program.
Dude, amazing. I really, really appreciate that. Thanks for the kind words. And yeah, my kind of one of my goals in the academy is kind of give you guys a toolbox, the knowledge to do this by yourself. So you don't always have to rely on a PT for the rest of your life, right? So I think that's the issue is obviously most PTs are kind of get you the transformation, that quick fix, and then it's not sustainable, right? And maybe you lose that result in 6 months or 12 months or 3 years. And then again, you have no idea what to do and how to get back. Maybe you want to lose 10 pounds in a few years. You have no idea, again, what to do. So one of my goals
Yeah.
is to kind of give you a toolbox of knowledge, understanding of having more control essentially over your body, right?
Well, even from your PDFs with your cookbook, like the tips about going out,
Yeah.
just like the weekly or like daily almost videos you post about like proper form and technique, like all of that, like keep doing it.
Whole
I
thing,
find it
baby.
very helpful.
Hell yeah. So I guess in the past year now, so we've talked about your struggles, your hesitations. Now let's talk about the results. What kind of results have you seen in the last 12 months?
So I've probably lost like almost over 25 pounds. More like lean, like, and even if I look like smaller, like I can lift way more. So I feel stronger. I feel more confident. I feel like I look better. So then that's like translating to confidence in other parts of like my life. So just like in the past 12 months, like, and then just like other friends asking, like, oh, hey, like, can I work out with you? Or like, if I'm doing this or this, so like people looking to you for like a knowledge source, so you get a little, oh, sorry, I'm trying my phone there, sense of like a bit of superiority or like whatever. But it just like adds to the whole program that like it's working. And then also like your friends and family like are actually noticing, even if people don't want to like say on it after, which
Yeah.
is just super
Eventually they
cool.
will. They will.
Right. And then so
Yeah.
like I'm trying to get more of my family members involved personally, but
Hell yeah.
like it's like I could say just nothing but good things over the and like just the energy. Like before, like I wake up, like I'm ready to go to work. Like I get up every day at like 6 a.m. So like before it would be like, 5 snooze alarms
Yeah.
and like fight to get up. And now I'm like, okay, I'm up, let's make this, let's
You're
go.
motivated. Hell
Like
yeah.
so it just gives you like that energy for the day.
Dude, incredible. That was actually going to be my next question was what are kind of some of the benefits and the changes you've seen outside of the physical stuff? Obviously, you lost the 25 pounds. You mentioned obviously you're a lot more confident. It seems like, again, you're way more motivated. You have a lot more energy. The way you carry yourself is just awesome. So, dude, that's yes, again, some of the changes you've seen in the last year, just phenomenal. Can't wait to kind of help you get to your final goal. I know we got a few more pounds until
we saw that final goal. We'll wait till post.
Well, but we're almost there, so it's been quite the journey. So, I guess my last question that I can think of is, obviously we got January right around the corner, New Year's resolution, New Year's, everybody and their dog wants to get fit. So what would you say to people that are kind of like hesitating with working with a coach or an online coach, and that that want to have one sec.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah.
This is gonna happen.
I know, I thought we could sneak it in time.
Yeah.
But yeah, so for people for hesitating, personally, I would say just ask if you see someone that's in a community, just ask them how it is. Or like to, if you don't want to go with the coach right away, like just ask the people that are in those programs how they feel and what's going on. That'd be your best way to like do it. And then actually like set up and talk to meet with the coach. Yeah. Because once I like talked and met with you, I just knew I was okay. It built the trust. Exactly. Like, so that's what was needed at first. And then I saw the knowledge is already there. You already have the results, which is a plus as well. So then it's like, okay, this guy can like practice what he preaches. He has the knowledge. He's very trustworthy. He's there for you. So I was like, well, I might as well try it. And then your cancellation policy was really, really good. Yeah. So so that was my other fail safe to be like, okay, well, I didn't really know anyone that he's doing this with, so I couldn't do, my advice is to ask people in it. But so I was like, okay, like I'll see what his cancellation policy is. And I didn't even ever need to use it because I've liked the program and you as the coach so much.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like no minimum commitments. Obviously, it's if you don't get results, like then I'll give you a refund. No questions asked. Like I'm completely results driven. So that's I guess awesome to hear from you as well. Final question that I have. Obviously. How much of a difference has it been working with a coach, working with me, versus kind of what you were doing by yourself prior to joining?
Just like everything's way better. Like when you're by yourself, you're like, oh, you know what? Like, because your app tracker with the exercises, the weights, all of that's amazing. Because before I'd be like, oh, like what I did last time, like I wasn't burning a book. I'd be like, whatever, I'll just like do this and like put some 25s on the chest and just try and go for as long as I can. Like no real knowledge as to like sets,
especially
like,
in the nutrition side. Right? That's kind of your biggest struggle there was nutrition.
Yeah, and then once like the big struggle, like once I learned then like what I was doing wrong, not only in the gym but then outside of the gym, which made pretty much huge difference. So like that for me was just like astronomical, and like the value of you teaching that like stays with me forever. Like now when I go shopping, I'm always reading the back of stuff. I'm always looking at what's in it. And like, so even if I left the program today and like just, went off into right field with fitness and health, I know, without like, your designated workouts, but I know the knowledge now that I've learned in a year, like I know what to do in the kitchen. I know how to do my 10 meals a week that if I want to do like that.
Your macros, what you got.
Yeah, like counting. I have my food scale. Like I've learned now all of those like skills that like stay with you. It's like a core memory when you're a kid or whatever. Yeah. Like those like stay with you now. Like I know what to do if I want to push myself further to be like healthier in that regard. Now it's with you because like once you learn it from you and you go through the process, the trials, the failures, which there will be some, but then like, the Facebook community being positive, you being an excellent positive resource because everyone's going to stumble. And then it's just about picking yourself back up and getting back into it. So that'd be the biggest thing I would say about why this is worth it is just the knowledge that you learn about cooking, shopping, like preparing, and then the knowledge of actually being inside the gym, like second to none, worth every single penny.
One sec. Dude, amazing. Thank you so much for coming on, man. I really appreciate it. Like I said, it's been an absolute honor having you in the academy, in the community. And I cannot wait for you to hit your final last few pounds off till you reach that goal. So again,
we'll do the next one. I'll do the next one shirtless in the summer.
I really appreciate your time, and everyone, thanks for watching that tuned into today's live stream, and we'll see you here in the next one. Peace out.
Okay, all right, yeah, sounds good. Thanks.